Hey guys, we are knocking out another book in the Bible today, day 251 in our Bible reading plan, Ecclesiastes 9 through 12 and Psalm 38. And I've enjoyed Ecclesiastes. Today's reading reminds me a little bit of Proverbs intentionally because the same author who wrote Proverbs is supposed to have written Ecclesiastes, Solomon, and he's full of wisdom, and some of it he applied to himself and some he didn't. But here's today's big idea. When you stop putting yourself on the throne of your life and make room for God, joy becomes the occupation of your heart, and life takes on a whole new meaning. The whole book has been sort of this comparison of people who don't have the Lord just live for the here and now, and it's an empty life, and it's vain, and it doesn't bring joy. And then there's the other side of it, which is the one that has eternity in mind. And so the pursuit of money doesn't become the all in all. The finding security in things you own and in the pleasures, trying to hurry up and get all the pleasures in the world is not the end all. But God does allow us things to enjoy. Money in and of itself is not wrong. It's a tool, but it's a means to glorify God. And so when you hit chapter 9 verses, by the way, I love the beginning of chapter 9. It's so sobering. Like the same events happen to all. You're not protected from harm, from death here on earth, if you're a Christian or if you're not, if you're a follower of Jesus or if you're not. But the same event happens to the righteous and the wicked. Think about that. Evil people have kids. They rejoice in weddings. They go to parties. But bad things happen to good people. We always scratch our heads self and say, why is that? Well, because this is life. This is the nature of human brokenness. But there is a way that leads to life, and it is the way of wisdom, and it is the way of Jesus Christ, who died for us and promised eternal life through his death. And I love this sentence. I just like the wisdom of Solomon. For a living dog is better than a dead lion. You might say lion is so awesome, but if he's dead, a living dog is stronger than a dead lion, is better than a dead lion. So there's little observations in the book that I just love this book. And so verse 7 of chapter 9, go eat your bread with joy and drink your wine with a merry heart, for God has already approved what you do. And then whatever your hand finds to do it with all of your might, for there's no work or thought or knowledge or wisdom in Sheol to which you are going. Wisdom is better than weapons of war. Oh, I like this one, verse 17. The words of the wise heard in quiet are better than the shouting of a ruler among fools. And so you keep reading and see all of the ways that Solomon shares his wisdom. Chapter 10 is really a look at life from the perspective of the foolish, and chapter 10 is from the wise. So the foolish man pursues riches for nothing. And then chapter 12, we get to the end of it and sort of this summary conclusion, which is remember also your creator in the days of your youth. And then finishing with the end of the matter, all has been heard. Fear God and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. For God will bring every deed into judgment with every secret thing, whether good or evil. I used to be afraid when I would read that, like, oh, God sees every thought I have, every act I do. Listen, yeah, but he loves you. And while we were sinners, Christ died for us. We know that in Romans 5:8. And so the whole point of the book of Ecclesiastes is that without Christ, we're doomed to a life of nothing, of futility. And even the best parties, even the best riches and pleasures of this world eventually will hurt us and will end. And that's the way of life. And so I hope you're not putting your trust in the stuff of this earth. They're there for you to enjoy, but I trust and pray that God has given you hope in Jesus Christ alone, who will always satisfy you. I love you guys too. Take care.